Last time on Dice Versa.
Hey, Mishka, Navessah, the ship, what was it called? The Relic. It's coming up soon in, one.
One what?
After about 55 minutes, you see a medium-sized Aslanti ship.
So, yeah, I'll go and try and sneak his way out to their airlock. Let's try to keep our noise levels down, yeah.
Motions to the tight corridor and shrugs.
You hear a clang from upstairs as a piece of Ukko's armor falls off as he's adjusting it.
It's a whole scene. He's like, oh, dang, bends over to pick that up. His shiny, oh no, turns around. His sword hits the wall now.
Ukko's whole bit is basically that scene in Austin Powers where he's just driving in that little hallway back and forth.
That door slides open, and an Aslanti soldier steps out. Roll initiative! Alright, Mishka, you do get a surprise attack on him.
Yeah. Trick attack. Fuck. 18?
An 18 does not succeed.
I didn't think so. That means I'm gonna hit and do shit damage. 25 to hit for 3 slashing.
That connects. As soon as you see him coming out, you just swipe your knife, and he ducks back just at the last second, but you still manage to catch him, and you follow up with the second turn.
I'm gonna do it again. A 29 this time on my trick attack.
That succeeds.
A 25 to hit for 5 damage, 9 with the trick attack.
Okay, that connects.
Yeah, so pretty much as soon as the guy exits the door and I'm assuming sees Mishka immediately, Mishka just stabs with his knife, just swiping at him, cutting him good.
And that second one connects really deep, and he stumbles backwards, and you can tell that he is scared shitless right now. And he sort of stumbles and trips backward into the corner with his hands up to protect himself, and he says in Aslanti, "Stop, who are you? What do you want?"
Are we the bad guys?
Okay, there's Lanti. I aim my handgun at him for taking your ship.
Just please don't kill me.
Alright, then I'll keep my gun trained on him. I'll message to Ukko, I think I have one. And then I will just step over here and look into the kitchen area to see if there's anyone else in here.
You peep into the kitchen, and it is empty. There is a pot of something that smells pretty good on the stove, but other than that, it is empty.
You killed yourself in Aslanti down there?
No, but I think I have one captured. I'll step back again and I'll tell him to go inside the kitchen.
With his hand still raised, he nods and just, without turning his back on you, slowly backs into the kitchen.
I'll just kind of motion to Navessah real quick. It's I got him, I think. And then I'll push him inside.
Navessah, you come down to the bottom of the stairs, just in time to see Mishka pushing this Aslanti into the kitchen.
I'll point at the far corner over here and say, get over there.
He goes, again, not turning his back, still obviously very frightened.
Turn around and face the wall.
He does so.
So, tell me, friend, how many of you are on this ship?
The crew is 4, including the captain.
Sense motive. Let's see if he's lying. Natural 1 for 10.
May Navessah also sense motive?
Yes, you may.
Ooh, that's not a good roll. 14.
I guess I can't tell since he's facing the wall now.
How about this, Mishka? She keeps her pistol trained on the guy. I'll stay here and keep an eye on our new friend. Why don't you continue to explore and make sure he isn't fibbing to us?
Do I think I can lock the door?
Make an engineering check.
Okay. No, it's another natural 1 for a total of 9.
Yeah, you cannot see any way to lock this door.
Okay.
Why would anybody want to lock the kitchen? That's fucked up.
Okay, that's fine. I will come up behind him and I will pat him down. I will take any weapons and or communication devices off this man.
You find an azimuth laser pistol with a battery pack in a holster on his hip, and you also find a heavy, monkey wrench hanging from a tool belt that he's wearing. He does not seem to have any sort of communication device on him.
Okay, I will take those from him. I'll offer any to Navessah if she wants any of them.
I did just trade away my laser pistol of that model.
Well, you can replace it with this one.
She'll take it and its battery pack while keeping her pistol trained on the dude. I've got it here.
Are you sure?
I will yell if not, okay?
Very well. I will update Ukko. Ukko, we got this one captured. Navessah is keeping an eye on him. He's in the kitchen. That's quite roomy if you want to come over here instead.
Oh, Mishka, are you talking to Ukko?
Yes.
Tell him there's food.
And there's food.
I'm actually in a pretty good spot here, I think. It's the engine room, and it's got enough space for me to move around a bit if anyone shows up, but I think I could hide behind the engine here, and I think I'm good for when they show up, and then we'll just jump them, you know? The one you got captured, though.
Well, for now he's compliant, but I think he'll have...
Compliant?
Yes, he's behaving. He's following my orders.
No, I know what compliant means. Is he a soldier like the ones we fought?
He's wearing military clothes, so I'm assuming he's a soldier. But he's not fighting right now, but I'm sure he'll have less of an urge to do so if you're keeping watch with Navessah.
For what it's worth, you do know also, engineers on military ships in the Pact worlds also wear military uniforms and stuff, but typically aren't the ones who go out into combat, right? They're not soldiers. They might be armed in case something happens, but yeah. And that's sort of the vibe you're getting from this guy.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to know if I could do a culture check to know if the Aslanti recruit from their conquered worlds as well. You know what I mean? This person isn't necessarily a diehard psychopath, but just someone working a job.
Well, I mean, that's why I haven't killed him so far.
Right?
You can come down here and talk to him and find out.
No, I'm safe.
Go ahead and make that culture check.
All right. 22.
With that month in the drift and everything that you've learned about the Aslanti, you know that they have an entire empire. They have a solar system all to themselves on which there are many humans, and all of those humans are part of the empire. They have a similar thing where they have to serve military for so long, and all of the non-human species are subjugated as slaves, basically.
Got it.
Hey, if this guy was compliant, he may not necessarily be, with them. He might just be one of the planets, from one of the planets they conquered, having to serve in the military. So he might actually possibly help.
Well, he said there's 4 people on the crew, and we saw 2 leave, so that means there's at least 1 more person on the ship.
You want me to go find him?
I mean, if you want to go walk around, sure. I'm going to do that as well. Navessah's going to watch you.
Are we hiding or are we checking it out?
Well, I mean, I was on board with being more cautious if they were all on board. But if there's only half of them, maybe we can make our job easier. Take them while they're split apart.
All right, got it. I'm going.
Yes.
And with that, Ukko's gonna start moving to this other doorway. If it says anything?
That door is not labeled.
All right, well.
The door slides open. You enter an identical hallway to the one you left on the other side. At the end of the hallway to the north, you can see the beginning of those stairs that lead down.
This door right here on the left.
It is not labeled, but you can roll a perception check if you want.
Yeah. 15.
You listen in as best you can, and you don't hear anything. You just hear the hiss of the atmosphere being pumped into the ship.
I'm gonna give it a quick open and peek in.
You hit the button, it slides open to reveal an engineering bay, like a little workshop.
Okay, cool. All right, well then, Ukko's gonna continue on this floor. Does this door say anything?
That door says helm.
Ooh.
So hold on to that, Mishka.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna come back into the kitchen real quick and I'll talk to our boy. So, who else is here on the ship right now? Can you tell me where they are?
I don't know. There's another engineer somewhere around here.
Very good. Where would they normally be?
Anywhere, I don't know. We're docked, so probably in his quarters, or it could be anywhere, honestly.
Alright, I'm going to go check. Don't make any sudden movements, or my friend here, you might see how finicky her trigger finger is.
Fine, just please don't kill me.
Well, don't give us a reason to.
He just like hunkers down a little bit.
Mishka will come out and he'll give Navessah a nod and shut the door. So that way, if the guy happens to walk by, doesn't see just Navessah sitting here with a gun.
The door slides shut.
I'll check this door. What does it say?
There is no label on that door.
All right. I will just creak it open real fast.
You hit the button. It slides open to reveal a small rectangular chamber with a bunch of doors attached to it.
So many doors. Do these doors have labels?
Yeah, the doors to the south say Cargo A, Cargo B, Cargo C, Intake.
What about this one?
Not labeled.
Okay. Can I hear anything? Can I do a perception check to see if I hear any movement?
Yeah, percept away.
Perception, 25.
You do not hear anything coming from beyond the doors.
Do I smell anything?
I guess it smells sort of musty, maybe like the smell of wood, maybe?
Okay. But not like people.
Not people. Maybe the lingering scent of people, but not a strong scent.
Okay. Then I'll start heading back towards the top.
Meanwhile, Ukko.
Ukko's gonna pull out the comm and text Half-Red, let me know when they're on their way back, kind of thing.
Okay. You get a thumbs up back.
Okay, let's get the helm.
It opens to another long, narrow hallway.
Son of a... Ukko makes his way.
As you reach the end of this hallway, moving half speed, opens up just a little bit, just enough for you to stretch out your wings a little bit so it's less uncomfortable. This door to the south says Med Bay. This door says what you would translate to be like science.
I hate that door.
And this one is cockpit.
Ukko will try to like squeeze and peek their head through firstly to the med bay.
The door slides open to reveal a large, empty med bay. A few monitors and devices beep lackadaisically in the room, but other than that, not much of interest.
All right, here we go. Close that door and check science.
The science door opens to reveal a small chamber, which you now put together. This is probably the science officer's station.
And I'm assuming that door at the other end is also like cockpit.
Yep.
I'm noticing the red lines. You know what? Yeah.
You shove yourself into this small chamber.
Close the door behind me. See, like, here we go.
They'll never see me coming.
All right. Going in then. This is it. Let's see what's at the helm.
The door opens to reveal an empty cockpit.
Ukko, at this point, seeing the place is empty.
He's not on this level. I think he's down there with you, the remaining person. I'm in the cockpit.
Do you want to wait by the airlock just in case, the captain and the other crew show up?
You know, it's kind of a tight fit. If it's alright with you, I actually have a little wiggle room up here in the helm.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Alright. I'll keep an eye out.
And I'll close the science officer door and then just wait here for now.
While this is going on, like, mechanically speaking, I don't speak Aslanti yet, but I assume that I spent the last month at least trying to learn it, and when I do level up, I'll get that point in culture to actually speak the language. So she's probably taking this opportunity to try, like, what conversational Aslanti she's been learning on him, trying to get, like, information about the ship, like, where is the restroom?
Donde la biblioteca?
Yeah.
Packed World's Embassy.
Roll a culture check.
25.
So yeah, you do pretty well. And actually, as you like run up against a word you don't know, he like sort of mumbles it at you.
Thank you. I'm still picking the language up.
And he doesn't speak common, so he doesn't know what you're saying to him.
Assumably was saying that in, or at least as best as I could in broken Aslanti.
Then he like shakes his head and he corrects you.
Oh, he's being so helpful.
She takes a mental note of that.
Is there anything specific that you were trying to ask him?
She would probably actually be probing to see if he would give up any information on Golta.
As you say the name Golta, he looks at you confused and he motions to the door where Mishka went. And in Aslanti, he says a sentence and you pick up that he's asking like, but your friends.
Will take mental note of the words she didn't understand and will run them by Mishka and Ukko later.
Well, I mean, with that culture and what you know about Golta and the Aslanti, you can sort of infer that he's saying like, but your friends aren't human, so why would you be going to Golta?
Yeah, why go to Golta when you're traveling with a dog?
No pets.
Yeah, I guess she would kind of respond in her broken Aslanti back, just our business.
And he gives you a look of like, okay. It just sort of like shrugs at you.
She should, I guess, try and probe further to see if he knows anything. It's just like, where new prisoners go.
I'm going to say you don't know those words.
Okay.
That's a little too advanced. I would say you could be like, you, Golta? Or something like that.
Okay.
So he just shakes his head. Nah.
Can we keep him? We can retrain him, right?
I think that's called slavery.
Mishka, as you are heading down this hallway, you actually do hear Ukko's heavy footsteps above you, as he also is traversing north toward the helm.
Gotcha. I'll come up to these doors and see if I hear anything.
We'll use your previous perception for these ones as well, and you do not hear anything.
Okay. What about these ones over here?
From the northern one, you don't hear anything. From the southern one, you hear the sound of a toilet flush.
Strike now! Literally catch him while his pants are down.
Yeah. Open the door.
The door slides open to reveal a Aslanti who is wearing the same uniform as the last one. As he emerges from a bathroom stall, he sees you, stumbles back, and fumbles for his weapon. Ooh. But you have more than ample time to do whatever it is you want to do.
I'll run over and snag it from his, like pull it from his holster if I can.
Okay, so make an unarmed attack.
18.
You go to grab his pistol and he steps back and manages to yank it out of the holster and keep it out of your grasp.
Okay.
But you still have your regular turn. That was your surprise.
That's true.
Give him a swirly.
All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna stab him. Trick attack. Ooh, baby. That's a 29 on the trick attack.
That succeeds.
I could do non-lethal, right? But that's just a penalty.
It is a -4 penalty to the attack roll.
Oofa.
Non-lethal is never any good. Let me tell you right now.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna try it.
Aw, look at you with your heart. Weakness.
All right. So if my trick attack succeeded, that means he's flat-footed. So that's +2, -4, 19.
A 19 connects.
Yeah.
As you hit him for 12 non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
How are you stabbing him non-lethally so hard?
Well, I imagine he's basically just hitting him with the pommel of the knife.
So yeah, you just clock him with the handle of your knife and he just goes down, unconscious.
And then I'll take his weapon, and then I will message the party through comms. I got him. He was in the restroom. So theoretically, that should be everyone, unless our friend was lying to me.
I didn't see anybody up here. The top floor is clear. So...
And just as you're saying this, ba-ding, you get a message from Halfred that is a soldier man and then a ship, spaceship.
Oh, Halfred says they're coming. They're on their way. What do we do?
We should ambush them somewhere. Or do you think they'll go first?
Or do we want them to try and take off, or...
Well, I don't think they'll take off without doing a head count of everyone first.
Alright, well, I can wait to ambush up here at the helm. There's an office just south of me that has a ladder heading down towards you guys. If you can find it, maybe you can climb up here.
Mishka, while you were looking around, did you find anything to restrain our friend here?
Hey, there's a medbay up here. The beds have some straps we could lock them down on, if you guys want to quickly bring them up.
Well, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Get moving, they're coming.
Alright, so I'll start dragging this guy up to those beds.
Make a athletics check.
24.
Okay, yeah. You get up underneath him and put him up in like a fireman's carry on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And start bringing him upstairs. Navessah, what are you doing with your new best friend in the kitchen?
In broken as Lanti, I'll start ordering just like, you go, move, and start just gesturing.
He turns to face you and then, without turning his back on you, begins slowly going in the direction you indicate.
Ukko would like wait at the stairs.
And as soon as I see Ukko, I will immediately have him relieve me of prisoner duty.
Yeah.
Could you deal with this?
Yeah, sure.
He comes up the stairs first with Navessah's gun at his back. You have to move out of the way to make room for him, but as he sees you, Ukko, the fear on his face quadruples.
Ukko and Aslanti will be like,
You're gonna cooperate with us?
Yes, whatever you want. Just like I said to your friends, don't kill me. Whatever you are.
I am a dragonkin, and I will not kill you outside of honorable combat.
Oh,
Now go to the medbay, lay down, and strap in.
okay. He starts heading that way. Do you follow him, or?
Ukko would be like guiding him. I'm sorry. Like, you go. We know where we're going. Let's go, buddy.
And Navessah?
I'll stick with Ukko.
Okay. So, as you're leading him, he says something in Aslanti to you, Navessah, and Ukko, you understand him as he says, "How does this one know to speak Aslanti?"
Navessah, like, thinking she has a better grasp of her Aslanti than she actually does, would be like, this one, Ukko.
Just gives a hand like, don't.
I did a lot of reading and audiobooks.
Oh, okay. And he just continues on and enters the med bay. He like looks at you and then looks nervously at the bed and he says, in the bed?
Ukko lifts up a strap. Like,
yeah.
I see. Meanwhile, Mishka, you begin making your way, and by now, I will say that you begin trudging up the stairs with this dude in tow.
Yeah, just have him over my shoulders.
And by the time that guy gets all strapped in, the first one, you arrive.
Hey.
Should I put this one in the bed too?
Other bed, yeah, strap him in. Things should work pretty well if we do it pretty tight. Say, so I had like an idea. You two could hide out here with the prisoners, and I could go wait in the helm, and if either of us encounter trouble, we'll know. And there you have it. Then we can, like, pincer, you know?
Are there medical supplies that we can take? Because Ukko often needs them.
Also, is there any anesthesia?
Make a perception check.
26.
You find a couple more tier 1 analgesics.
19.
And Mishka, you notice that there is like an automated anesthetic system or setting as part of the medical bed. But in order to administer it, you will need to hook him up. Like it requires a needle in his arm and like an oxygen mask and all sorts of stuff. So if you want to try to do that, you can make a medicine check.
24 on that medicine check.
while they're doing this, Ukko's just gonna go back to where he was waiting in the helm.
Okay, I need perception checks from everybody.
Is that a natural 20 for Ukko?
An unnatural 20.
Well, just as you are starting to leave, you hear footsteps right outside of the door.
Oh, Ukko will throw up the hand like shh, and then point at the door and then pull out his blade. I'm gonna go for it.
The door opens, you see the captain and the other crew member walking down the hall. As the door opens, he turns, expecting to see one of the engineers. Instead, he sees your giant dragon frame halfway out of the door. And he stumbles back and also reaches for his gun. You can go ahead and make a surprise attack on him.
Ukko is going to use the reposition combat maneuver to push the captain and try to block the way to the helm.
So roll an unarmed strike.
You have 2 arms, grab them both.
Yeah. 14 on the unarmed strike.
That fails. As you go to push him, you just get wedged in the hallway.
And with that, I'm assuming now my non-surprise.
Well, since everybody is grouped up now, I'm going to allow everybody to have the surprise round. However, getting past Ukko is going to require some doing.
I've wedged myself.
Yeah. Can we even get out?
No, I'm going to say you can't get out of this room, but if you want to use this round to do something else, you can do that.
Just shoot past my huge form.
I can't see them.
Navessah, is there anything you would like to do in this surprise round?
Oh, wait, yeah, I can. If I move over here, I can see one. I guess I'll do a trick attack and shoot.
He's going to have a lot of cover, but go for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Before Mishka takes the roll, I was just looking at Get 'em. It doesn't explicitly say that it requires line of sight to use it. You just choose one enemy within 60 feet. Mm-hmm. Can I, just for my surprise round, give Mishka, well, technically everyone, Get 'em?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will do that.
You just get him whatever Ukko is tussling with out in the hallway.
Get over here.
Get
right.
that.
Ooh, crit on the trick attack, which I don't think does additional damage.
Nope.
So it's just the 7.
Yep.
Oh shit, I did my survival knife on accident. I'll re-roll. Hopefully it's a better... Nope, it's a 9.
You're confident that if you actually try to shoot him, you're just gonna hit Ukko square in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. Ukko, you're up.
Really quick, this guy looks similar to the ones we have faced before?
No, definitely not.
No, okay.
He's not wearing armor, he's wearing a military uniform. And, you know, he has like some medals and stuff on him, but he definitely does not look like one of the Aslanti soldiers that you have encountered previously.
Roger that. Then I will go for a trip with my blade.
Okay. So you unsheath that big katana and swing at his legs.
Yeah, wedged in the door and the hallway, just swing to knock him down.
You also have penalties on your attack rolls because you're entangled.
Well, it's okay. I got an 8.
Okay. He just steps back and because you're wedged in there, you can't reach as far as you need to. And he just, steps out of the way of your attack.
All right. As Ukko is going to try and finagle just to be out of the way and go the opposite way now. Ukko would just be in his lobby.
Can you just surrender, please?
Who are you and where's the rest of my crew?
Alive, tied down.
Okay, Mishka, what are you doing as they are talking?
I will come up here. I guess I'll just aim my gun at him. Just put your guns down, and no one has to die, yeah?
Alien scum on my ship!
And he continues going for his weapon.
Get him.
I'll shoot his hand then, fuck it. 23 on the trick attack.
A 23 succeeds.
A 24 to hit.
A 24 hits.
That's a total of 10 damage.
10 damage hurts.
Just shooting him in the arm to dissuade him from reaching his gun.
Okay, yeah, you shoot him in the upper arm shoulder area, knocking his arm back away from his gun. He's still mad.
What? No.
And the Aslanti behind him steps up, unholsters his own pistol, and takes a shot at Ukko down the hall.
I'm not entangled in this spot, if I understand.
Okay, I'll let you have that. You're not entangled in that spot. And so, because you're not entangled, you have just enough maneuverability to squeeze out of the way as this laser blast skims right past your nose. Navessah.
I feel like I would do more getting in the way if I were to try and get in close quarters. So for move action, I'm just going to keep up the get 'em on the same target. And with my standard action, I will take the total defense action.
Okay, cool. The captain takes a step up to the north and unholsters his pistol and fires it through the door towards Mishka.
Rude.
And you see that he unholsters a static arc pistol, just like Navessah has. And just as he pulls the trigger and you see that electric arc coming towards you, you duck back around behind the door and you can see like the electric tendrils reach out around the door, but none of them get you.
Suck it. So Ukko will head to the helm. And then it will take my action to pretty much get to the door.
Yeah.
All right, I'll open the door on the other end here.
Okay.
Now Ukko's peeking down that way. Like,
Alien scum, huh?
Yeah, and the captain like sees you on that side and then turns and sees Mishka on the other side and is feeling a bit trapped now.
Are you sure you don't want to surrender before it's too late?
What do you even want from me?
We just want your ship.
Never!
Okay. Gonna move up behind him.
we warned you.
Gonna trick attack. There we go, baby. 32 on trick attack.
Succeeds.
And then I'll go with survival knife this time. 23 to hit. So a total of 7 slashing damage.
You charge him as he is looking a little bewildered and just drive your knife into him. And he lets out a cry of pain. Gah!
Yeah, I'm basically just like slashing at his hand again, trying to get him to drop his weapon.
Then yeah, you cut him pretty deep and you see just a fountain of blood just comes pouring down his arm, spurting out of it a little bit. The engineer, he lets go of his pistol with one hand, still holding it in the other hand, and then reaches into his tool belt and pulls out a heavy monkey wrench like the other engineers had and goes to swing at you with it, Mishka, clocking you upside the head with it for 5 damage.
Okay.
Luckily, you still have your helmet on.
Yeah.
It still hurts, but not as much as it could have.
Okay, so the get 'em drops because I moved, but I will poke out now that there's room for me to kind of get in there, and I will set the static arc pistol to stun and check and make sure that the battery pack is secure, and pew! I rolled a 15.
That connects as it whizzes between Mishka and that corner of the wall, hitting the captain square in the chest for 3 damage. He stumbles back a little bit, clutching at his chest, and it looks like he's going to collapse, but he manages to just stay on his feet. The captain just drops his pistol at his feet and goes to slash at you with a knife that he produces from a sheath on his calf and does a couple swipes on you, Mishka. Both of them connect
Oh shit.
for a total of 11 damage.
Okay, that's not bad.
Mishka now!
I'm good. Still got 2 stamina, baby.
Mishka now!
All right, Ukko would just drop the blade and pull out the white-fire trident and then stab the captain. Just full-on pokey stab with the white-fire trident and let's end him with some rock and roll. 20 to hit
Oh shit.
for 15 damage. I went for his head.
So, as you recover from his slashes, you hear the sound of another blade piercing flesh, and then he falls to the ground, and the tip of Ukko's white-fire trident is hanging bloody in the air behind him.
Alien scum.
And we'll give the next guy a look. That bloodthirsty look that Ukko loves so much.
All right, I turn to the remaining engineer and just hold a knife up to his throat. Are you sure you want to keep going? You are the last one standing.
Make an intimidation check.
Hey, that's a 22.
Nice.
Okay, and I'm going to roll against that. He rolled a natural 1. He drops all of his weapons and falls to his knees and puts his hands behind his head as he watches his captain fall dead to the ground.
Fine, just don't do that to me.
No promises.
If you want more Dice Versa, consider becoming a channel member. You'll get bonus content for every episode, like deleted scenes and commentary, plus other special perks like access to members-only live streams and more. Just click the join button below and help support the show. Thanks. See you next episode.